Coach Caylon Haan. First of all, Coach, what was the inspiration for this big win tonight? You got a big victory, a lot of points on the board. You played well the entire game. What was the inspiration for this big victory this evening?
This team, this school hasn't won a playoff game in about 7 years, so it's very important tonight that we had a home field advantage. We had a chance to really get us a kick in the playoffs. We wanted to really put a step on these playoffs because it's been a while since we got the second round of playoffs. So we're excited, super excited about that for sure.
How do you build upon this for the next game coming up? How do you build upon it from tonight?
You have to continue to doing the right things. Those guys are doing the right things this all week. Just being a good person. Just rooting for the teammate next to you, not being selfish, doing right in the classroom. Those things carry over to the football field, and those guys have been doing a great job doing that these last few weeks. So I'm very proud of them.
Coach Haan, first playoff player for Page in 8 years. Talk to us about the journey to get from here to this point right
Yes, being my 5th year here, I saw the downside when we got here. This community is not used to being down like that. This community is used to winning. They got 5 championships, but we needed to keep players home. We needed to keep players here because we got a lot of players in the heart of Greensboro. So to see guys like KP, Kasai Poindexter, and Marquis Lynch stay home for their whole career here at Page, that's the reason that we can carry over and start winning victories at Page High School. So that's pretty dope, and I'm excited for the future of this program for sure.
Coach, those are the keys to get that ball in the playmakers' hands. Like, because the playmakers were making plays, they were creating plays. The ball was on the ground loose on punts. They pick it up, run it back almost for a touchdown. These guys are making plays.
Playing loose, doing what you've been doing since you was 6 years old. Football doesn't change. You don't want to change your attitude about the way you're thinking about it. You have to have fun and you have to play football. So encouraging those guys to, do those things, that's when they make those special plays. We always grew up looking at ESPN, looking at the top 10. So, hey, this is your opportunity to do so. You don't want to lose out on that. You get it every Friday night, you get a chance.
You said also, don't be afraid to excel. Don't be afraid to be the best team in the state, because you feel like these guys right now are as good as any team in this entire state.
Yes, sir. This is Page High School. This is a school that won state championship. They 5 to be exact. So when these guys come together and believe it's possible at this school, we have a good group of kids here. We got some good numbers and we got some good talent. And once they believe, it's a wrap from there. It's only up from there. So, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. So, we've been going against the #1 team in the state, going against Grimsley the last few years, and we played with them sometimes. So sometimes, when you go against somebody else and you understand who you played already, it gives you a sense of boost. So we know where we're trying to get to, and we got a ways to go. But just keeping those guys' morale up and understanding who they are as a program and as a community and as a school. So that's important.
Coach Haan, your season really got going when you inserted Anthony Johnson into the lineup. Talk about his growth and development up until this point.
Oh, man, just a great kid, great player, and his biggest thing is what we always preach, is having fun. He has an interesting story. He didn't play his 9th grade year and 10th grade year, so he was really eager to come out on his football field and have fun, and that's why he played a junior quarterback for us on JV last year, scored over 30-something touchdowns because he had as much fun as his life. So to see him do it on this Friday night, I've been waiting on it for a while. So to see him have that success is awesome. But we have 2 great quarterbacks, so it's hard, that he has to split time sometimes, but they love each other, and that's important. They want each other to win, so when he's in the game and he feels that support from his other quarterback, he's loose, he can play free, and when he's playing free and he's playing loose, I think we could beat anybody in the state, but we have to be able to, continue that attitude and that play.
Coach, you got a rare situation because you got a #2 quarterback as good as any quarterback in the area. Samari Williamson had that long touchdown run.
Yes.
I think watching Anthony Johnson run, he's picking up some things, just being kind of in his shadow sometimes makes it even better.
Hey, man, you're talking music to my ears. He's a sophomore quarterback, so, he started his playing as a freshman too, and those guys are huge, so he has to get the confidence. So when he see AJ does it and he realizes, hey, man, I can do it too, and it's a teacher, it's a learning curve. So I'm excited, the learning curve that he's taking on this year, but his attitude to go about it, because some guys in the heartbeat will transfer, or some guys are not happy, they won't play well, but the way he's going about it, he wants to learn, and he reminds me of Jalen Hurts in Tour. He had 2 great quarterbacks at Alabama, and it was a hard task for him, but they both gelled, they both played together, and they both playing in the NFL right now. So what happens right here doesn't determine your future. If you're great, what he has for you, he has for you.
So if you keep playing playing like you have been. Some of your punt return men, your kickoff return men, they remind me of Jalen Gavin who played here years ago. Because that guy was not afraid of anything, and your guys are the same way right now, it looks like, from what I saw tonight.
There you go. Fear none. And, be aggressive and enjoy yourself and be smart. You don't want, when you do stupid things, bad things come about. And he's been doing great things, so that's why good things come about. And I'm excited he was able to break it this game and actually get a touchdown return, because he's been a great returner for us 2 years in a row. He's extremely dynamic when it comes to the return game. That's Marquis Lynch for sure.
Coach, you had a great game tonight. Congratulations on the victory. I know next week will be a busy week of work. It's much easier to get that work done after you have a pretty good performance like you did this evening.
Yes, sir. Ain't nothing easy. We got a great program that we're playing next week, and we're super excited about it, and to play Independence and have this opportunity. So we're excited about it.
Your congrats, Coach. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Haan.
Thank you.